Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Rollcage TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of time, but a whole lot of birds in the aurora. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty, the aurora? I've seen the aurora once. I live in Twin Cities, Minnesota. I've seen it very clearly. We see it all the time up in northern Minnesota, but I live down in the Twin Cities. Most auroras are not that colorful, though. To see that many colors in aurora, you really need to have a long exposure camera. You can't really see it with the naked eye. But solar storms, sun is at its maximum. So you can see a lot. Oh, you can still see them there. Yeah, they're saying, oh, you might even be able to see the auroras in the southern United States, which I'm very suspicious of. It's supposed to be today, but I didn't. They said Sunday, but does that mean Sunday night or early Sunday morning? I don't know. My young roommate, my older roommate, she's from northern Minnesota. She's seen the aurora plenty of times. My younger roommate has never seen the aurora, so I might have to go out after midnight, or when it's nice, when it's sufficiently dark that you could see it. Even in the cities, there's a lot of light glow, but you can see the aurora through the light glow. All right, what is my quest? To try to get to the garage, because yesterday I unlocked the garage. Yesterday, for any of you watching on Twitch, or just an hour ago, or watching on YouTube, it was just an hour ago for us on Twitch. It seems like yesterday for me, though. It seems like a year ago I unlocked that garage, and no spoilers, but I had a crisis, a mental health crisis. But I have to drive over to it. I can see it now. It will be available. It's on my map, but I still have to drive over to it to actually be able to use it. And then I will be able to transfer the vehicles I need to transfer to get over here. And this is not the task I am trying to get to. The task I want to do is the one with the fuel carrier. I don't know which one it is. One that needs the fuel. Yes, that one. Magnum 5. That unlocks the road to make it more traversable. Because I have to go a weird way to go there and risk crossing the river in a couple places. And I'm not sure I can cross. So I have the lines. But drawing within those lines, coloring within those lines may very well be difficult. Yeah, this, I know it's an icy slope, but I'm going down. I am going to put it in reverse. So I can brake. I can brake. I've got my finger completely on the brake. Yeah, this is not the car. I still have my finger on the brake. I don't have the emergency brake on. Now, finally. Now I need to go for it. You put it in reverse if you're slowly going down a hill, because it was a very steep hill. Putting it in reverse allows you to use the left bumper to, oh right, light enough I can actually get some traction on that. If you're in automatic and you hold the left button down to brake, it'll eventually put you in reverse. So if you want to make sure you can brake without taking you out of gear, to make sure the brake stays applied, you put it in reverse. Even if you want to go forward, if you're going forward downhill. Yeah, now see, this is where this vehicle is not as good as the Zix. Obviously. What? There's nothing to attach to here? Oh, I gotta select the attachment point. There's gotta be something to attach to. There was. I am a little concerned there's gonna be some places where I will not be able to use the winch to get through. I have a backup plan if this gets stuck. It involves driving the other big mastodon from oh man, this is ridiculously difficult. Driving the other big mastodon from the I guess oh, I gotta guess which is the right tree. I'm gonna guess this one. Yes, that is the right one. So I do have a backup plan, but this is the easiest way, because then I don't have to drive across the entire clench horn. I don't have to drive across the entire other map and then try to go even farther. I did not have it in all-wheel drive. Well, it might have been a little easier that way. I could have gotten some momentum going. We can back up now. I forgot this one doesn't always go in on all-wheel drive. I know I've got a winch point ahead of me. I just want to see if what a difference all-wheel drive would have made. And it would have made quite a difference. Okay. Okay. If anyone was shouting at their screen that I didn't have it in all-wheel drive, you can whisper me on Twitch, chat if you're in the chat on Twitch. If I'm not live, don't try to chat on Twitch, because it's like impossible for me to find chats that are made offline. Or if you're on YouTube, just leave a YouTube comment. Even if you're watching on YouTube, even if you're watching on Twitch, youtube.com/@RollCageTV. Go laugh at me in the comment. It can be even, you know, if you're watching this when the day it comes out on Twitch, you can still go on YouTube and laugh at an old video. That's fine, because I'm sure there would be plenty of reasons to laugh at me, even on pretty much any video you might find. Let's try to approach this differently. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a SnowRunner video either. I have plenty of opportunities to laugh at me on any of my racing videos, or on see, this is something the Zix may not have been able to get through that the Hercules can get through. Now I'm on a rock, so I have to hope I have something to winch to, and I think I've got something right there, so I'm backing up. Actually try this spot. Yep, I can winch to that fallen tree. Twist me around and then help me down. Okay. All right, thank you, buddy. Now! Oh, crackly ice. Oh, so much crackly ice. It's likely to be less crackly through the reeds. Through the reeds. This is that pond I had to get across. Okay, let's keep the revs up. Yes, made it! Alright. That was one challenge. Was that challenge A, B, or 12? I don't know. But I've got more issues. I don't know if I can get across here. I'm going to try. There is a bridge there. It might be crackly ice if I go straight across. I might have to pick and poke at it until I find a place that's actually passable. It is slow going, but so is my brain. It is giving me an opportunity to just look away and pour myself some more water and drink some more fluids. Oh, the water bottle's too full. Ah! The other hand for this. Water bottle. There. You should be able to grab it and do it. Right? Maybe? I think so. Okay. Sorry about that. Ooh, did that snap loudly? I didn't want to snap it. Alright. Let's go. Continuing on. We do it live here, folks. Everyone on Twitch, you don't miss any of the action. Sometimes between YouTube episodes, when I take a break on Twitch, I do have conversations that you miss on YouTube. So if you want to get in on a conversation on behind the scenes, Twitch only content, which is like nothing of interest, you can come watch me live on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollCageInTheBarTV. I stream SnowRunner starting at 12:30 p.m., half past noon, U.S. Central Time, which is 18:30 in the UK, and who knows where it is other places. You can look at my schedule to see when I'm streaming what. The only problem with the Twitch schedule, am I doing this? Am I actually going to do this? Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. The only problem with the Twitch schedule is if you go to my schedule page, you only get to see, easy mode. You only get to see like 1 week at a time what's coming up. There's no indication that this is a weekly show, which I wish it did. But SnowRunner is every Sunday. Civilization is every Tuesday and every Thursday evening. Every Saturday afternoon is currently Grid Legends, although I'm coming to the end of that game. I'll play another game which I haven't picked out yet. Another racing game. I have two candidates. I will ask some people, other racing people, for their preferences. One I think will be much more popular than the other. Okay. Where am I trying to go now? Oh, that's a road, huh? Okay. Because I think it might be better to just go down to the river, but then I can't trust this ice. And then on Sundays, I stream SnowRunner. The first Saturday of the month, rather than Dirt Rally, or rather than Grid Legends, I stream Dirt Rally. Okay, now where is that supposed to be? Up there? Are you sure about this? And then the first Saturday of the months, in the months of February, May, August, and November, and yes, I did have to count out the months in my head. Those are my mid-season marathons, where I do a 12-hour stream, and I typically play a whole variety of games for a couple hours each. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably watching it in July. So it'll be coming up soon for you. Okay, now I'm saying I'm going back. No, now it's still road. Okay. I am trusting the marks on my board, which is probably very, very foolish thing to do. Now, is this where I'm going down to the river? In a van. I'm not in a van! Darn it, I should have had the Con Loaf driving around here. Then I could say I'm going in a van down by the river. Old reference. Old TV reference. Is that right? Now, what is the way to get there? There could be various ways that are safe. Straight across is quite possibly not that way. That's the first way I'm going to try. I have to listen carefully if I start to hear crackly ice, because it doesn't. Whoops, rattled my cord. I'm gonna actually set my party chat, which might help that. It sounded like it might have been persistent. Sometimes the party chat locks up. Secret. Oh, there's gonna be. Oh, there's going to be tire tracks here, but they're not going to be tracks from my Zix. Does that mean it was safe? It does look slightly different from the ice around. I think this is on purpose. I think this is a clear place on purpose that was put here because it looks different. But it's not marked on the map because, of course, things aren't marked on the map because the map stinks. It's a 40-year-old MapQuest map. It's no longer kept up to date. Okay, now what? Now the road has ended. Ah, I gotta cross that part. Okay. Clench horn. That's not the only thing clenching. Okay, I got to cross there. Now, I'm trying to get up there. And again, it looks like there's a secret path across this ice. My horn is, I have it mapped to the down, pressing the joystick I use to steer. If I press that down, the horn, hold on, I'm gonna take a drink. And so, if I clench my hand, it sends out the horn noise because I press the button down. I'm gonna think I can get through these rocks if I do it right. Of course, the rock that's under me is make that harder. Oh, I can actually fit through those rocks. See what a scout vehicle will do for you? I knew I could make it through that in the Zix, because the Zix would just drive over the rocks. Okay, now I'm going to... This is a lousy place to pause. I'll sink into the snow uphill. But I am going to look at the map, because I want to see if this is actually a road that I'm on. Yes, this is supposed to be a road that I'm on. It is a snow-covered road. A road covered in snow. That's Snow Road. It's my wife. No, another old song reference I bring up a lot on stream. Cheap Trick, Love Hurts album. No anchovies, please. If you want to look up the song, No Anchovies, please. Look up the lyrics. Or just listen to the end. It's one of the weirdest songs. It's like a Dr. Demento song, which of course no one will get that reference either. Look up Dr. Demento. Who am I? Google? Look it up yourself. You don't know what I'm talking about. Ask Siri or ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. Ask Microsoft Copilot. They'll give you a nice summary of what I'm talking about. Okay, now, how close am I now? Am I supposed to be going over this rock face? No, I'm just turning left here. Okay. This entire hour is going to be spent just getting to the garage, but I'm not surprised if that is the case. Let's see if we can get an angle so I can get under this pole and around this rock. That pole, and I didn't even scrape the paint. Nice. Whoa! Don't get too sure of yourself there, Mr. TV. Mr. Cage. Whenever I'm asked for two names, I always give Roll as my first name and Cage as my second name. In like a player profile. Not on like a tax form with my real name. Titanium Canadian. Which is what the TV stands for. Sakes, really? That's still road, huh? Okay. The most scary part is going to be coming up when I have to cross that river again, and there's not a lot of indication of how to go to get there. Yep, grab the steering wheel, just put the drink down and grab the steering wheel. Alright, alright. Getting closer. 5 minutes in this episode. Maybe it'll be another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you'll be witness to history. Actually unlocking this garage. And that is not a place I can cross. This is the place I have to go around. Okay. I remember now. And see, it's not even marked on the map. It's not even marked on the map that you have to go around that way. And then I'm pretty sure I can go through here. But then there's like a zigzag around the other thing. But I know it's just, I know there's a safe way starting out here. But nothing's marked on the map to indicate that that was once a bridge. It's just all that's marked on the map is road end. And then there's like rocks here, but there's no indication of bridge outness. So you know you can't go straight, but how you have to get there is... I guess it is clearly marked that that's not a throughway. But I don't know if there's anything, task to repair this bridge. And if you know, no spoilers. I would not be surprised if there wasn't. Now, the best way to get across here is the water is, again, a memory item. Basically involves staying on the crackles. Then don't think you can go across there. That's not the way to go. I think it is solid somewhere. Yep. Maybe that was the way to go. Yes, around here. And then it's solid here. So maybe that was the way to go. And then between these posts around there, which these posts don't appear on the map, so there's no way of knowing. I understand the new game by the makers of SnowRunner and MudRunner called, I believe it's called Roadrunner. That gives you the ability to mark things on the map, which is nice. I want to see reactions of people that I know that play SnowRunner before I'd consider buying it. Even if I did buy it, I probably wouldn't play it. There's no time in my schedule to play anything else other than another racing game. So what that means is I wouldn't be playing it until I'm done playing SnowRunner, which is going to be like 4 or 5 years. So I won't be playing Roadrunner anytime soon. And in case you are rushing to your keyboard, I'm giving you ample time to go ahead and rush to your keyboard to correct me.
It's not called Roadrunner.
Well, it should have been called Roadrunner. Because that would have been a lot funnier. And then you could have hummed that theme song in your head for the old Roadrunner and Bugs Bunny cartoon show that ran for a few years after the Bugs Bunny cartoon ran. Okay. We are going to not drive over those rocks. I think I can get there by driving through these trees. A little bit easier. Whoa. Oh, I think I'm getting close. I think I have... Don't say it. But I will anyway. I think I've gotten through all the challenging parts now. It's nice clear road to get to the garage. The purported garage. I mean, it's snow covered, but it's not... no more crossing crackly ice or strewn rocks. I know it can still go wrong, so I'm trying to be really careful. That was a good place for it to go wrong. I want to keep one wheel on the good terrain, but maybe I should try to keep both wheels on the good terrain. Because otherwise I might tip over. So now I've got two wheels on the so-called good terrain. But better terrain than possibly waist-deep crackly ice mud. And oh, what time of day is it? I gotta write down the exact time and date. The day to be remembered. Garage opened! Yay! Is this a task? I think I've already accepted this task. No, I didn't! It's a new task! Alright! Head to troubles. Curse the day when I decided to drive this jalopy, Iceman. Could you tow it to the garage, please? 3,350 buckaroonies. Yeah, sure, I guess. What jalopy is that? I'm not going to even bother to look it up. Okay, the next task for this baby is going to be to go get that upgrade. But that's not going to happen until after I do probably landslide and magnitude and all that stuff. So I am going to see if this works now, please. Yes, and I'm in the same location, right? Yes, I'm in Amandra. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh. Okay. Cover this again. Go on the global map. Go to the garage in Lake Cove. Now, the next task will be to bring this vehicle that I already have set up in Lake Cove over to Amandra, drive over to retain global map, And go to this garage. Drive over to where the other Zix is stuck. Find some way of getting its cargo and the portable exploration unit that is on the attached to the Jeep Wrangler, which is attached to the, which was being towed by the, yeah. I just stopped explaining because I realized I can't explain what's going on. Okay, leave the garage. I am incapable of explaining. Okay, the task I am doing is not military glory. The task I am doing is one I've tried to do many, many times, magnitude 5. I have to deliver to this landslide this fuel, and this fuel is in the back. I could just pick up that fuel, but I'm not. I'm picking up this truck because it's stranded. Where's the truck? There's the truck. I'm picking that up because it's stranded. That has fuel in it. I'm going to try to get the fuel, get the truck, get the fuel, get everything. If I can't get everything, that's okay. I can get the fuel, hopefully, off of the truck, recover the truck. And then I'll try to drive the Wrangler as far as I can. Hopefully, I'll be able to get the prototype exploration unit off of it. With it, if not with it, then on its own. So, yeah. We will see what we can do. But I do not leave cargo unused. And I already picked up that cargo to make this delivery and then got stuck because I was going this way to do a radar thing first. So, so where is start tracking? Yes. So I am here. Right, I am here. I can start marking the map. I want to get to as close as I can here. And I think I can get there around and over and through some of these trees and rocks. It did not look promising on the mini-map, or when I did the photo mode drone. It looks very promising here. What I might do instead is have to drive through here, but then I'd have to YOLO down this hill and pull everything from behind, but there's more rocks I have to get over. And the Zix got over those rocks, but then it got stuck with a tree in its axle. Now, this is a lake. Is it a frozen lake? Is it a water lake? Is it a passable lake? I don't know. But I'm going to try to find a way across it. I might have to go up here. I don't know. But I'll find a way to get across it. I will assume the right side. It might have to be the left side. I'll figure that out when I get there. But I have a garage in this map. So I never have to try to struggle to get to places from that horribly placed waypoint or watch waypoint. What is it called? Tunnel thing again? I can't remember what they're called. Anyway. Okay, I gotta look that up. What are they called? Gateways! Now I have to go through that gateway again. Although there may be some tasks where it would behoove me to do that. And then I'd have to go all the way to the other garage. But it is... Hold on a second. Okay, had to clear my throat. It is... I didn't want to place that there. How did I get place that? Pretty much get straight across from there. And never be deleted. Ah, it was. Okay. My best shot is the big crane, so I'm using the big crane. Nice. Nice. Morning lights. Morning lights. Let's make it morning. Because I don't like those lights in the sky. Wrong button. You know. See? Not being able to hit the right buttons is why I gave up being a professional Rocket League player. Among other reasons. This is not in the best location. So let's try to get it in a slightly better location. Out to reload. Without to reload. Oh, tip it over. It'll still refuel. You can still refuel from the tipped over fuel trailer. Okay. The first part of this is going to be very easy. The last part of this is going to be very, very tricky. Maybe more than I have in me. Maybe impossible. I don't know. Getting through that water may not be possible, or I might get stuck. There seem to be trees around to help me. But getting through that trail... This is easy. What's over here? Did I turn this already? It may not be possible to get to the truck on the other side. But we shall see. Worst case scenario, I can take the fuel and use the other truck to take the fuel and put it somewhere and recover the vehicles, and then have to find another way back to get the fuel and the portable exploration unit out of there. I mean, I got to where the prototype exploration unit is, coming from the other direction, so I know it's possible to do it coming from the other direction. Is it possible to do it coming from this direction? I don't know. But now that I have a garage here, if that worst case scenario comes about, I can just recover the 2 trucks to this garage. And then I can buy another prototype exploration unit and finish the scouting with that. But before I end this this region, I will insist on getting back any cargo that I left, any trailers that I left on the side of the road. And I believe I did accomplish all that on the first map already, so I try to do that as I go along so that I don't have an entire YouTube episode or a whole string of YouTube episodes doing nothing but, oh, okay, that tree is going to get in the way. yeah, I don't want to do a whole string of YouTube episodes where I'm doing nothing but clean up all the cargo and treasures that are on the map. Because that's kind of boring. I also like to split up the logging tasks, so I do one map at a time, and I do kind of save the logging tasks till the end of that map, but I do try to do some logging tasks here and there, because I know people get bored of watching just logging for, you know, four YouTube episodes. I love the logging. I played MudRunner to see if I thought I would like SnowRunner. I played MudRunner first, and all that's available in MudRunner is logging. And if you're not sure if SnowRunner is a thing for you, I do recommend that you pick up MudRunner. It's like $5 or something on any Steam or Xbox Play Store or PlayStation, whatever. It's very cheap. Because if you just watch me play the game, you're probably going to think, it's not very fun. This guy is terrible. If he's the best they got, I want no part of it. But, I'm not the best. I'm not the best they got. And if you decide you like MudRunner, got to take another drink here. If you decide you like it and you want to play it, then definitely I recommend getting the annual passes, because you get all the regions. This one is from the annual passes. Look for a sale on like the 4th anniversary edition. I got the 3rd anniversary edition. I got it for 50% off, so you should be able to get a sale on that. If the 3rd anniversary edition is still available, getting the 4th year pack is, you know, another way of doing it, saving some money, because it might be cheaper to get the 3rd anniversary edition and the 4th year pass than to get the 4th anniversary edition. I'm sure the 4th anniversary edition does go on sale on occasion. So, oh, that was sneaky. That was very sneaky. Maybe I should have put another waypoint somewhere so I knew I was turning here, you think? Come on. Oops, did I just see it? I just saw it. Use that as a fulcrum to pivot around. Maybe that worked. Do it again. No, that's not working. This is bad. This is bad ice. I'm expecting just as bad ice when I get to that pond. I'm sure there's nothing over there to winch to here, right? Nope, just small trees. Anything here? Yes. Okay. This will be the savings. Good old trees on the ground. Oh, why don't you wrap around, cursor? Alright, and if I had tried to take the scout vehicle through here, I would have definitely failed. I mean, if I knew that turn was coming, I could have just maneuvered across the snow there and not fall into this pile. But I didn't have my waypoint set up very well. Let's get a little more winchy going. Fortunately, there were winch points. Oh, the Department of Highway Transportation is going to hate me again. I've gotten so many nasty letters from them. I have a separate mailbox just for them. I have 2 mailboxes in the front of my house. One for junk mail and the other for mail from the Department of Transportation. Okay, the farthest I'm going to get is to that lake before I have to take a break. So it'll be a cliffhanger to see if it's possible to get across that lake. And then I'll get across the lake, and then the cliffhanger will be to see if I can actually get close enough to the truck. At some point I'll have to figure out how to back into it. So, yeah. Okay, here's the lake. Cliffhanger, folks! Start my engine. That's, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a break. I'll be here for at least another hour. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next YouTube episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 1800 hours or 6 p.m. in the UK and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. Either way, Twitch, stick around. YouTube next episode. I want to thank you very much, and I will see you then.